You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
When there were times like, oh, I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. We're not raising the money. We don't have a place. Joe would be like, no, let's not give up this dream. Let's do it.
It's about the kids making better lives for themselves and everything, and helping the parents out.
We need programs like this in every community because it doesn't matter where you live. There's always a need. There's always a child that needs something like this.
I would tell them to come here. It's a great place to control your anger, and you'll learn different things, how to defend yourself and how to box.
They understand what the facility is for. It's not like this is here to joke around, and it's building. So I feel like this is the place to be, definitely.
Like the boxing thing's great, but we're focused on how can we do the other half of our name, which is youth development. How can we offer things that are meaningful for kids, that are helpful to kids, and how can we just do more of it?
Back in 1991, Norman Fraser and I, we've always been best friends. We boxed together years ago, back in the 70s at the YMCA, and his boys always heard the stories of us boxing and whatnot, and they wanted to learn how to box. So we actually started down at Dutton's Airport, down there across from Canosa Lake. We used to go out there on the runway. That's where we'd run and we'd box and we'd train, and we got a few more of their friends. And then we got some of the city officials here in Haverhill that wanted to help out, So next thing you know, we got a gym on Stevens Street, and we took off from there. I don't like to stand ringside and dictate to what the fighter do. I like to put the pads on and work and break them down slow motion, their defense and their offense. So I'm very fussy on how they move. So when that's what I like to do best, is break them down and make sure they don't start with mistakes. So that's why I like to get them first. And then once they start doing some of the right mechanical things, then I like to hand them over to our other trainer, Sean Foley, who's doing a wonderful job with the kids.
Where's he? What's up, Marcus?
We're at basketball tryouts.
How'd it go?
Monday through Thursday, 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock. The youth movement, we really focus early, and that's really from about 5 o'clock to about 6:30, and that's their time. The second half of the night, they're welcome to hang out and work on things now on their own, and that's kind of when I work with Adrian or other more advanced fighters.
So trained him when he was a kid, through the Golden Gloves and Nationals and whatnot. So he trains the same style that we were taught when we were young. So that's basically my role now, is I like working with the younger kids. And the kids that are gonna fight in the Golden Gloves, I'm not so much working with them. I'm after the kids that may never fight, I want to keep their interest and keep them here. And that's kind of what the youth development part is, keeping the kids off the street.
So the idea is the program is whatever the kid needs when they come. And there's all kinds of different kids with all kinds of needs. Some of them just need a place to be left alone. Some of them need a place where they can have some positive interaction with their peers. Some of them need help with their homework. Some of them need a way to get their anger out. A lot of the kids who come through here, we ask them, what brings you here? And they say, I need an outlet for my anger, which is, it's mature and good that they're knowing at a young age that there's a right time and place to be angry, and then there's all kinds of wrong times and places to be angry.
When I first moved here, I settled in for a couple of months, and then I remembered like, oh yeah, I want to do boxing. So I looked up boxing near me into Google, and then I saw like 5 of them, and a couple of them, they were like not so great, but then I called Haverhill Inner City Boxing, and they returned my call. They let me know all the dates and stuff that they're open, the time and stuff like that.
The age groups 10 to 25. We take all kids, girls, boys. They love it here. We've never had issues here. The kids, they get along good. We've never had any fights here, knock on wood. You know, we've been existed for 4 years. We're in our 5th year now. And we've produced a lot of great kids here, and they're all welcomed, and they enjoy being around us. So I think that's good as much as we enjoy being around them.
Coming to the gym, it helps me focus more. Like, it helps me concentrate more in school, and like gets me to take out my stress. Like, sometimes in school I have stress and I can't do anything about it. I come boxing to take out my stress and learn at the same exact time.
I thought that it was gonna be different, but it's honestly still the same. People are still nice and they help out.
It's like Sean, you know, he brings energy that like you never see any coach, you know. Watching Joe, you know, he works every day, but he still comes when he can. Joe Callen, same thing, he brings another energy, you know, different coaches bring different energy.
We also have that feel. We have kids, you know, different stories, different backgrounds, different ages, but we all come in for our classes every day, and it's instantly just everyone's laughing and having a good time, and no one's putting anyone down, or no one's telling you you can't do this, or you can't do something, or you're not good at it. Everyone's just tight together.
It's always been more than boxing. You know, I know a lot of people look at it as just the boxing end of it, you know. But, you know, I try to think of it, you know, it's a lot more than boxing. You know, this program offers so much more, from after-school tutoring, GED help, whatever these kids might need, you know, we're here to help them out. And I think it's just positive role models in their life, you know, giving them that positivity on a daily basis that they come into the gym here can really, really make a difference.
You want to find that next talent, you know what I'm saying? Like, these kids have a lot of talent, you know what I'm saying? You can see it. And I'm from Lawrence. Boxing's not big. You know, Haverhill, they had Jeff Frazier and stuff like that. But when you think about this kind of area, the Merrimack Valley, it's not, boxing is not your first resort. It's not like, oh, like that's a city of boxing. Even though I'm still in Lawrence and still a product of my environment, I move very different. You know, I move very different because I know I got a lot to lose, and I know there's a lot of people kind of dependent on me. You got these young kids where I feel like they're building a friendship, but they're building real strong relationships, as in not competing with each other, but as seeing themselves competing with others and against others. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the future is real bright for this gym.
When there were times like, oh, I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. We're not raising the money. We don't have a place. Joe would be like, no, let's not give up this dream. Let's do it. And then there were times it's like, why don't we just take the money we raised and give it to another organization? But we kept staying with it. We kept saying so to Joe. I mean, without Joe, he worked so hard at this. This would have never happened. So between the two of us,
we thrive off of as much membership as we can get. That we don't get a lot of that, but as far as donations and you know, CDBG money from the city, they help with a little bit of money. That's helped keep the doors open. People, you know, our comedy shows, the people that come to the comedy shows make a big difference. They help us support the kids that need to be supported. The state funding, we get that here and there. You know, it's not always there for us, so it's a little bit of struggle. But, you know, the community has stepped up and they have helped us.
The board of directors, all of them, they work so hard at what they do here. And they're really dedicated to this organization. The police force, the mayor, they're all behind us 100%. The local businesses. All the people who go to our fundraisers, our comedy shows, who every year buy the tables and all the tickets and spend their money when they're there. Yeah, thank you to all of them because it means a lot to me.
I think in a perfect world, we'd have more hours and more people to help more kids. The way things are, and us being volunteer-based and not-for-profit, we are limited to about 5 to maybe 7 p.m. on weekdays. I'd love to see us open all day Saturday, late night on Friday, to really be a place that kids could get off the street and stay out of trouble.
It doesn't just extend to people that are looking to be competitive boxers. It extends to anybody in need of help.
Just come up and see what we're doing here in this community. Just, be a part of the program for a couple days. Just watch and see what we're doing with these kids.
Instead of just being right there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you take that split. That's the shot.
You'll see how much you love the sport once you get into it because it's a very energetic and fun thing to do.
My first day here, I couldn't jump rope for anything, and now 2 months in, I can actually do that.
I want to be a basketball player or engineer.
It's been worth it for me, my little brother, and my future in boxing and my future in general.
Give to the city what I've always been dreaming. Bring the city to the map. Show the haters more than what people expect.
It's been great to me. Joe Cal, Shay, and I advise everybody, if you're looking to do something and you're looking to box, here's the place.
If there's a troubled young teenager out there that maybe has a little bit of chip on their shoulder or just personal problems in their life where they want to be part of something, I absolutely, without a doubt, recommend Haverhill Inner City Boxing Youth Development.
It's a little dream come true to have anything to do with.
Let's just keep it going, man. Whatever happens to me, whatever happens to Joe, somebody else pick up the ball. Keep it going.